Recombi Digital invited LG and Samsung to let us put the new HomBot Square and NaviBot CornerClean through their paces. After several days of test drives around the office, Recombi devised a series of challenges for their latest robot vacuum cleaners. The HomBot Square and NaviBot CornerClean boast new features to help them tackle a realistic feature of non-Hobbit living spaces. Corners. First into our right angle challenge is LG's cherry red HomBot. It's got the square edges to fit the corners, but how deep can it go? It's having trouble finding a way in, it's hesitant, it doesn't want to get too close, and oh, it walks away leaving more than a few crumbs. The Samsung NaviBot CornerClean has got those big reach out brushes for getting stuck in. So how does it fare? Some of Recombi's painted mess gets flung about, but see how it gets stuck right in there. Oh well, maybe a bit too stuck. Might need a bit of help, but it got the job done. Robot vacuum cleaners need to get under your tables and chairs without help, and at 80mm tall, the NaviBot CornerClean slightly edges the 87.5mm HomBot. Let's see how they get on under the Recombi sofa. The HomBot is relatively quiet, but it copes well with all but the chunkiest of our mess mix. It took a methodical approach, but our sofa needed several passes before we were happy. With a noisy and aggressive approach, the NaviBot CornerClean from Samsung tackled the mess efficiently, those brushes reaching out and feeding its hungry vacuum intake. You want to be sure your vacuum won't go tumbling down the stairs when you're not looking. The HomBot lurches boldly forward, and we're about to leap into action when it stops abruptly on a clean edge. And again, and again. NaviBot approaches the stairs edge more gingerly, snaking along with one brush in and out of empty space, then it's back onto terra firma. Both LG and Samsung have programmed their Robovacs to look for the invisible lighthouse beacon from their docking station and follow their built-in maps if they're out of range. The NaviBot is first up, cruising into its hefty docking station, squaring up and playing a little tune to tell you it's happily recharging. There's a crunchy trail of mess in front of the HomBot's base, but it cruises up calmly and announces its arrival on charge in English.
Charging begins.
Both bots are surrounded by sensors, and our pre-video test runs found an alarming habit of the NaviBot to try driving over the legs of our stylish office furniture looking like a Randy Jack Russell. We thought it was worth documenting, if we could, in true Tomorrow's World style. With the camera rolling, the NaviBot refuses to drive over the metal frame, even when we force it, despite its higher ground clearance. The low-riding HomBot doesn't like bumping into anything and only collides with the chair when we force it, but it's not going to try humping that leg. Our final challenge pits the Robovacs against a floor littered with toys and other objects. You know you'll let this happen after a few weeks of careful ownership. The HomBot carefully approaches the Furbies and Optimus Prime, but they're undisturbed by its brushes whizzing past. NaviBot not only gives the Furbies a good whack with its hefty corner-sweeping arms, waking their demonic cries, it barges into our radio, kisses the pipework, and gives Optimus Prime a blow worthy of Galvatron.